as you saw, this one is a beaut. Very pretty on the side of the hill. We got, yeah, I guess that was the like ore chute, huh? Not for a lot of.
Got a couple of different eras here. This thing was.
Yeah.
Mined.
And you got the wood one over here. Look at these tracks. Another 10 years, this will be gone. Really cool. Really cool ore chute here. And then I'm not sure what infrastructure they had down lower to take this down. Or maybe they were just kind of dumping it and letting it fall. Some of the steps looked like they were rehabbed in the past maybe 20 years. But surprisingly good shape. Can't say the same for this adit. That one's definitely a no-go. And also, it looked like they had some sort of ore chute on top of it coming down. I don't know. We're going to head in, but this is just a beautiful sight. Beautiful mine. Even if there's nothing on the inside, this is still really cool and worth the trip.
Want to go first, yeah?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Get in.
Ooh, it dropped 25 degrees, easy. It's like a weird type of like weed. Ran a, I guess it's a air hose underneath. Tons of air blowing. Tons of air blowing. As you probably could tell I forgot the gimbal again. I've never used one, so I forget to keep grabbing it. Definitely have it for the next one. So this is already kind of zigzaggy. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, they took the whole three-way setup out of here. So this is zigging and zagging already.
Going to the top of this, and then I think that long one is kind of. That's what it's good for. Looking like a champ. I needed it.
So this was, I guess they were maybe dropping stuff down here. No, they weren't. They have it kind of boarded off. But then this goes down. Yeah, that goes down to something. Maybe we'll run into it again, but that goes kind of back towards the outside. This is going to be a cool one. I can kind of tell just all the different directions that it's going. Just sitting here thinking how much that is actually doing. Well, it's not super loose. So that's collapsy-ish. Definitely collapsed there. That's unfortunate. And then this looks like it's faced. That would have been a cool direction to go. I feel like it's got all the cribbing and stuff still. Just not enough cribbing.
Oh, it's collapsed?
Yep. Oh, hell yeah. So we could go up this, but I bet you will run into this later. And you can see tracks up there. So that was an adit, but it has since, fallen apart. So this actually is an example of why you need spacing between your levels. Typically it's like 100 feet, right? Because if you have a level difference like this, like from where I'm standing to up there is not even 30 feet. Well, then you're going to get these collapses here from one level to the other. You got to keep your distance. I'm already kind of turned around, so that's either That's got to be another way out right there. Look at this tight turn to dump there. Usually you see these sections of track in better shape because they grease the hell out of them to get the ore cars to go through helps them. You don't have to push as hard. Then it kind of preserves the railing a bit through the decades. Yeah, so this is back to where we came. I'm already turned around. So that's the way up to that weird intermediate level. So we got 2 ways up to that. So tumbleweeds is a sign that at or near this location it goes out. And then sure enough, look at that, you can see daylight. And the tracks at that intermediate level. So this is definitely Swiss cheese of a mountain, just kind of like Delamar is. Yeah, there's like an intermediate level or something, but yeah, this is, I only made it 200 feet in and I'm already turned around.
You know, you can get lost in mines. They're dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can, there's light, so you can see the upper part. These tracks kind of go over a little.
Do you want to finish the level or just start going?
Oh heck, I think we kind of.
There was 2 rights we didn't do. But it's all good, let's do it. We'll figure it out.
Light coming in.
Oh yeah, there's Swiss cheese, man. Off ladder. Oh wow, this is cool. So this is that intermediate level, about 20 feet up. I don't know what this. Oh, this is an old battery. I haven't seen one this size. Have you seen a battery that's this size?
No, it's like an extra long C.
Maybe that's one of those new Tesla batteries. So that goes out. That goes out. So that's where we just were a moment ago. Really cool mine here. False floor. When you go over the false floors, typically you want to stay on the railings and not the wood, because the railings are usually at least 10 feet long and attached multiple places, but the wood's not always. So just exactly like Jeremiah's doing, you always want to go on the iron, not the wood, if you can. Not saying wood is bad. Some people like wood.
The wood may be good. Boy, this thing is.
Heading back on this intermediate level. Okay, yeah, so look at my bearings. That doorway right there is where we came up. This is what we could see earlier that we pointed out with the railings. See, this is why you want to have spacing between your levels. You'll get collapses like this. And to prove to you, the metal's great, I'm going to risk my ankles. And then we're going to ask Mr. Derek to repeat the stunt. I took the rails across.
I'd like to prefer a plank in the middle I can step on and break through.
Okay, so he went with the both feet facing right method. You could always, you see, yep. Now, which one do you like more?
I think I like the other one more.
Interesting. Place your bets. What's Maya gonna do? Okay, he's gonna do the bow-legged walk. That's what I did.
Perfecting my old lady shuffle.
But that's proof right there. I mean, all the wood's gone. That was supporting it. All the ground's gone, but the rail still stays. So you gotta watch out for snakes and animals and stuff here. So you got a way out there. You got a way out here. I'm going to go left only because I hate walking through that stuff. There could be snakes chilling in the inside. A lot of times there's mice. There's some people maybe cooking some meth in here. This is pretty cool. That looks like a retainer spring, retainer for valve spring. But it's probably some equipment to make meth. Wow. Everywhere. Oh my God, look at that nest. That is huge. God, that's the size of a Volkswagen Bug. That's a pterodactyl nest. That's where it originally came up. One day this whole mountain is just going to collapse on itself.
Now we're into that weird stuff. We're out of the limestone. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't even know if that's good.
That comes way out there, too. I feel some air coming in.
That's definitely
I don't,
collapsed
you guys
there.
take a look. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Once you get up to the top of it, it's over.
Look at all that pterodactyl poop. Oh man, it goes.
Come in here and eat all the snakes. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that's the reason why I say pterodactyl. Look at that nest.
That's epic.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest one I've ever seen.
Nevermore.
No, that's something I can quote.
Yeah, quote.
Okay, so this is where kind of that cut was that you could see in the mountain. That's more of that intermediate level that we were at. Okay, so I kind of see where we're at now. The other adit's right there, just around that corner. They backfilled that little adit there. There's these guys. And then it's random. There you go. I guess you guys can find this location from that, maybe. This whole thing's been chopped up. Pretty neat. So kind of coming, weaving our way through that thing, back out where we started. There's a couple more directions we were going to hit up inside, but we don't know how big it is because of all the collapses, but it's just, yeah, Swiss cheese. It's the word of the day. Also, Diesel, well, he's way out there.
Rancher Jack.
Yeah. He's going over 5 miles an hour, so he's definitely in a Dodge. He wouldn't be in a Ford.
I'll just wait this
Yeah. Minor detail, those transmissions. Those all 68 RFEs. I was lucky to get about 160 out of mine. Most people, not so much.
agricultural diesel.
That's a lot of poop. Yeah, you're right. Definitely some red diesel on that baby. I completely smoked my eyes by not having my glasses out there. Like the only way I'm seeing is through the phone. Sun baked them. We did do this. My bad. I thought we didn't do some rights, but we ended up popping out through those rights. So, yep. So this has been explored. We are all done. This was pretty neat. Not extensive, but unique in how it laid out on the outside on the side of a cliff. And about all the crazy directions, this went on the inside. It's always comforting feeling to see that light and knowing you're gonna make it out. Unless it collapses right here at the portal. You guys look so glorious. It actually looks like you both are pissing. Check out this sexy beast. While I was getting the drone footage, the boys went in and gave a thumbs up, so that's good. I just threw my gear in and I'm gonna come out and start filming. Pretty cool head frame on the top. I like how they do this at it as well. Get some access. And it's much better setting up our rope here in the shade when it's cool than out there. So what do we got?
Got a tumbleweed shaft.
Okay.
Little tumbleweeds at the bottom.
Ooh, ladders. Ooh, yeah.
Trying to keep the snakes out of the way.
You gonna give me a spritzer, your light? Oh, we can almost see, actually. No, we can see. That's the bottom.
Stand by.
I wonder if there's any fish people down there. Yeah, it's definitely solid ground. Oh yeah, let me zoom in on that. Oh yeah.
It's tumbleweeds.
It also could be a water bottom with a film of tumbleweed on the top. A couple mines in this area have water in them. This is cool. I'm gonna go behind you and check out this open stopage here. Ooh, wow, nice steel ore bin here. That is glorious. Well, that definitely goes down. I can feel a lot of wind, actually. Geez, so that wood is lagged in right there. So there was some infrastructure here at one point. Oh, geez, look at that. Wow, that's almost like another adit-ish looking thing. About a foot or two from certain death. Cool, well hopefully there's a level we can go explore. No evidence of a level from here. Like, they're all fairly equally spaced. Yeah, that's a big old tumbleweed mess. Probably a snake or two down there too. All right. Maya lost at Rochambeau. He's heading down first. Really good ladders, really good shaft stations. Or
Yeah, the
walking
ladders are
stations.
in fantastic shape.
So these look like 6-foot spacings here. So he's about 18 feet down. I'm really hoping there's a level. We just don't see one, but since it's so nice looking and safe, I guess you could say, let's check it out. All right, he's about 3/4 of the way down. I'm not seeing a level, but you know, maybe that's a plug right there. It's just
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
you know, a couple beams across, and then just got all the tumbleweeds in there. What a crazy life for that tumbleweed to just grow and then die and then tumble yourself into a freaking mine shaft. I mean, what are the chances? What was that?
So this is the bottom, it's just one level. Looks reasonably sizable, but I'm gonna hop off and run it out. You want to come on down?
Yeah, I guess run it out, see if it's any good. I started down, he said, turn around. So this goes down to the bottom, which is the only level, and then it basically pops out into this big cavity. So I don't know, but that's it. This one's been explored. Another really unique looking mine here. Not the first one's here, but it's still a cool one, pretty unique one. We'll start heading up. It's, again, kind of a Swiss cheese mine, like some other ones we've seen. They pulled up all the railing, got some infrastructure. Ore bin blew over. It had a big cable attached to it that ran the rest of the way down the hill. I don't know if they were using it for like a tramway or deal. I don't know, but looks like it blew over. There's at least 3 adits at this mine, so we'll go from there. So this would probably be what, like the good stuff here, and then maybe the waste rock would go over this one. Down the chute. Down the chute or down this ore car way here. That'd be crazy. Be fun to slide down. Big at it. Always got to look for snakes coming in. Animals trying to get out. If you see pterodactyl tracks going in but not going out, you might want to not go in. All right, we'll switch to our hats and turn our lights on. I tell you though, it is a burden to deal with the mass popularity. You can't go anywhere without. Oh, you're that one guy. You're that one guy that talks about in the mines. Rabbit, maybe?
Yes.
Poor little girl. Didn't take the COVID shot.
Straight haulage, huh?
Pretty much. Wow. Okay.
You sure it's the end?
Yeah. Damn sure.
Yeah, god dang it. Well, good thing there's 2 more to check out. Onward and upward. All right, we're heading on up to the next adit. So we got adit there, adit here, and a bunch of stuff poking out everywhere. Stay out, stay alive. We're gonna stay in, stay cool. Oh shit, I got snagged big time. Big time snag. Dang. What the fudge? What?
That's weird.
Did that go to the ore chute down at the next adit?
That has to. Because, yeah, it's just a big grizzly.
What in the
So you push
frick?
a car from the other portal around the mountain to here and dump it?
I guess so. Yeah, out from a mine, then into a mine, down, out again, down a slide, through a tube. I mean, what a cool, cool way for the ore to be. Yeah, I mean, it's been stationary for thousands, millions of years, and then it gets to go down all this. All right, does this one go more or less than the last one? God, it's so weird. Like, this is one level, but then... Oh, so that all collapsed. I see. Where he is right now, it used to be solid. Yeah. Yeah, what the heck? It didn't go this way. This is as far as it went. Right there to here. Call this the no rhyme or reason mine. Oh my freaking gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's it.
Insane. And this one's the shortest of them all. Just a face. Yeah.
Wait a second. This wasn't the portal.
No, it was a dump
It was a dump station.
Yep. Oh yeah. You're right.
So was this a shaft then?
So
That may have been a shaft.
they brought it out and just dumped it right there.
Dumped it into the car.
Yeah, you're right.
Moved it around, dumped it into another shaft.
Oh my. Wow. Some of my engine.
These guys are crazy. All right, cool. This one's been explored.